everyone.
Hello.
Good morning, afternoon, wherever you're watching from. Juan, are you still in Barcelona?
No, hello. I am currently in Colombia. It's funny because last time we did the webinar, the master class, I was also here in Colombia. Um, so yes, I'm visiting my family for the holidays.
Oh, all
Yeah,
over the world. I feel like
always.
you're always traveling. Yeah.
It's my passion.
Amazing. Well, that's the beauty of this is that we can connect from anywhere.
Exactly. And that's why I am so passionate about online business and in helping others build online businesses because it gives you so much freedom. Whatever freedom looks for you, whether that is traveling, like for me, or just financial freedom, or just freedom to spend more time with your family. Like it's so possible these days when you have an online business that we are really lucky to be living in times like this.
True. That is really true. Well, for those of you who aren't familiar with Juan, we've been working with him now for over a year
Mm.
and just love your positivity and all of your insights. So, Juan is a solopreneur, content creator, does all of the things.
Everything.
And today we're excited to talk about growing your online business and using social media funnels to help, push your traffic and improve your brand's awareness, all of the good things. So, really excited to dive into it. And I'm just going to let you take it away.
Thank you so much. Well, I'm gonna do a brief introduction first. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Juan. I am the founder of IG Creator Academy. My journey began in corporate back in 2013, I think. But Instagram and content creation has always been my passion. And then in 2018, I had a career shift that led me to focus fully on Instagram and entrepreneurship, and I started offering social media management. And I'm also a photographer, so I was also offering photography services. But then the turning point was in COVID, and I think that a lot of people experienced this with COVID, that it was just like a huge shift in their lives, and it led me to start not just doing social media management, but sharing my expertise and knowledge in marketing and content creation with my audience. Back then, I had a pretty decent audience in my travel account, and I started sharing with them social media tips, content creation tips, and so on. And then that's how I got my first clients as a social media coach. And then in 2021, I decided to start from scratch. So, as I said, I had a travel account, so I started a new account called IG Creator Academy. And my goal with this project was to help content creators and entrepreneurs transform their passion into a profitable online business with the power of social media. The academy grew really fast to over 120,000 followers on Instagram, and I started offering coaching services, courses, memberships, and hitting six figures during my first year in business, which was mind blowing. And now my mission is to empower other creators, entrepreneurs, do the same, build personal brands, impactful personal brands, and monetize their social media presence effectively. So, for the people that are joining us, thank you. I want to know first, like, are you already running an online business, or is it your goal for next year? So just let us know in the comment if you do have an online business, if you are planning on starting one, and if you are running one, like, is this your first year, your second year? I'd like to know more about you, so to know if what I'm going to be sharing with you will be beneficial or not. So yes, just let us know in the comments before getting started. And also let us know where you're joining us from. As I said, I'm currently in Bogota, Colombia, but I travel a lot and it's one of my passions. And I'm so grateful that having an online business has allowed me to do this. So before we start, and while you send us your comments, make sure to take a photo or a video, share it in your stories, and tag uh, IG.Creator Academy and Metricool app. And if you stay until the end, we're going to be giving you a little gift that is going to help you with your content planning and content creation for next week. So stay tuned for that. So I see that someone is launching an online business and app next year, a real estate agent that needs to start doing more social media to grow your audience. So that's great. We're going to be seeing how you can leverage social media for business growth. Stephanie says, I have run a social media management business for 8 years. Wow, that's incredible. And I am located in Florida looking for ways to market my business using funnels. So we're definitely going to be covering funnels. And Nicolas saying that he manages an account in Latin America and that is not a commercial account, that he's not selling a lot, but communicates a lot of tech information. So a lot of people that are with online businesses right now. So this is going to be really interesting. We're going to be covering a lot of things. So let's check out the agenda for today. So first, we're going to be discussing the importance of staying ahead in 2024. You know how fast is social media and online marketing, online business world moves. It moves really fast. It evolves really fast. You need to really stay ahead of the trends in order to thrive and to survive as well. Then we're going to be identifying and engaging your niche audience, which is really important. And I'm going to be sharing some stories of my mistakes when it came to like niching down and defining my audience, then some tips for growing your online business in 2024, and then leveraging social media for business growth. So we're going to be covering social media funnels. And last but not least, must have tools for your online business growth. We're going to have a Q&A at the end, so make sure to stay at the end till the end if you have questions about that.
Yes. We also have on our end some free templates, some free resources that's going to help you stay ahead in 2024. So
Yes, who doesn't
make
love free
sure,
stuff, right?
yeah, make sure to stay till the end to get all those free goodies.
Exactly. So first is first. First things first. The importance of staying ahead in 2024. So I was just mentioning before, staying ahead means understanding trends, but not only understanding, adapting to changes, seizing new opportunities, because it's not about survival, it's about thriving in an ever evolving digital world. So what are the key trends that you need to be aware of in 2024? Increased mobile usage. More people are shopping and are using their phones. Like, think about the way you consume. You're probably on your phone all the time, right? So you need to be aware of this, and all your content, your marketing, and your business strategies need to be tailored for mobile usage. Otherwise, you're going to be losing a lot of customers. The rise of AI powered businesses. I'm so passionate about AI because it has helped me scale my business like never before in 2023, and scale my content creation. I've been able to expand my online presence. As I mentioned at the beginning, I started on Instagram. Now I'm present in over 8 channels: blog, email, YouTube, TikTok, Pinterest, LinkedIn. I'm starting a podcast next year, and this would have not been possible without the power of AI. Because AI is not just about automation and optimization; it's about being efficient. It's about being innovative and competitive.
Mhm.
Then social media influence. We all know the power of social media for online business, so we're going to be focusing a lot on this. And for me, it's the most powerful way of growing an online business. That's how I grew my online business, just with Instagram actually. But we're going to be covering different social media tools that you can leverage for your online business, and obviously personalization. Customer experience is more important than ever. We're in times where there's so much noise, there's so much competition. The more personalized approach you can have with your customers, the more loyal they will be to your business, and the more customers that you'll start getting, the more you'll grow your business.
Really.
So your paths to success in 2024. First, stay informed about the latest trends. Read blogs, be, take time to educate yourself every single day. This is something that I do on a constant basis. I love listening to podcasts, reading books, reading blogs about what's happening in my industry, and you should definitely do this too, because the more you learn, the more you grow. Be ready to adapt your strategies, and this is something that I went through this year. I had to adapt my entire strategy and adapt it to new current trends. So we're going to be talking about this as well. And also focus on your customers, focus on what they really want and what they really need, not on what you think they need. Again, this was something that a mistake that I did during my first year of business, thinking that I know what my customers want, but at the end of the day it wasn't really that. So that's why I had to adapt all my strategy, and you need to be ready for that as well. So now that we know the way to your path to success in 2024, and how you can stay on top of of your competitors, let's start by identifying and engaging your niche audience. So we're going to be exploring strategies to pinpoint who your audience is and how to connect with them effectively. And I don't know about you, but I struggle a lot niching down and defining my target audience. If you've struggled with this as well, comment yes in the chat, and
Mhm.
we're all in this together. We've all struggled with that. It's not easy, but it's necessary for business growth, because again, it's such a competitive space these days that you really need to nail your niche and your target audience.
Right. It can feel like you're leaving people out when you create a more targeted message. And for me as a copywriter, I don't want to feel like I'm leaving someone out or not addressing their needs or going too advanced. But I think it's better to, I think sometimes it's better to create that more advanced content and then give them the resources. Okay, if this is a little too advanced, you can look at this and take it a step back and then you can come back. So I think, yeah, niching down but still applying and adding in those resources is important.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then, it's like, I know that most people have the mindset of the more people I talk to, the more customers I'll get, but no, that's not true, because your messaging needs to be very, very tailored to one specific person. Otherwise, people are not going to resonate. They might see your content, they might see your marketing, but they're not going to resonate with it. And this saying, this really important saying, that the riches is in the niches. It's
Mhm.
true. The more you niche down, the more likely you're going to attract people that are willing to invest in your business, and your business is going to see a massive growth. So, what is niche marketing? Niche marketing focuses your efforts on a specific group, making your strategies more effective and your messaging more impactful. It's about connecting with the right people, not just the most people. So, I wanted to tell you a story of when I started my Instagram as in IG Creator Academy in 2021. I was doing Instagram growth for influencers, content creators, entrepreneurs, business owners. And even though they all had the same goal of growing on Instagram, not all of them resonated with the same messaging, with the same language, with the same words. And you have to be really clear with that. You have to tap into their minds and know how they think, how they speak, how they feel, and even if people have similar goals, which is in my case, which was growing on Instagram, as I said, they didn't have the same desires, or the same feelings, or the same thoughts, or the same language. So you need to be very, very careful with that. So we're going to do a little exercise. How can you find your niche? There are three key components that uh, direct you in finding your niche. The first one is your audience's interests, needs, and pain points. Then we have their online behaviors and preferences. And then we have the demographic factors. Okay, so let's see a practical example. Let's say that you own an online store that specializes in eco-friendly and sustainable home goods, so home goods and decor. Okay, so the first things first. What are your audience's interests, needs, and pain points? You're going to focus on individuals, especially seeking eco-friendly and sustainable options. These are people who are environmentally conscious and prefer products that have a minimal impact on the planet. Then our niche audience is looking for stylish, durable, and responsibly made home goods. They value transparency about product materials and the environmental impact of their purchases. Their pain points might include finding affordable, eco-friendly products and verifying the authenticity of these products. Moving on to demographics. So your target audience might include young to middle-aged adults, particularly those who are homeowners or renters with an interest in interior design, sustainability, and eco-conscious living. They are likely to be active on platforms like Instagram, Pinterest, and seeking inspiration for eco-friendly home decor. And then we have the online behaviors and preferences. These consumers often engage with content related to sustainable living, follow eco-friendly influencers, and participate in online communities focused on green lifestyles. They might be frequent visitors to blogs and websites that offer tips on sustainable living and eco-friendly home decoration. So, if you are looking into defining more your niche, you need to answer these three questions. What are your current audience's interests, needs, pain points? What are the demographic factors? And what are their online behaviors? And the intersection of all of these, right here in the middle, is what your niche is. Okay, so let me know in the chat if you are clear about your niche or if you're still figuring it out, and if you're going to be trying this exercise to niche down even more and grow your business with a very, very targeted niche. So just let us know in the comments if this is helpful, if you already know your niche, or if you're still struggling to niche down.
So for those that, because I know for us, we have one side that's more geared towards social media managers, and then agencies. Those are two different, very different profiles. So when it comes to kind of multiple audiences, what do you suggest in terms of targeting these different audiences?
That's great. That's a great question. So, in my experience, as a business owner, I have different products, and each of my products, even though it targets the same target audience, each product serves a different profile or a different customer avatar, because not all of your audience is going to be in the same stage in their journey. So I offer products for someone that is just getting started, someone that is in the middle of their journey, or someone that is more advanced. So in your case, since you only have one product, which is Metricool, I'm sure that in your marketing and your content, you segment your messaging. Am I correct? Especially you can do this with email, on social media, like on platforms like TikTok. You're probably targeting different people than the people that you're reaching out on LinkedIn. So
Right.
obviously you're a huge corporation, so it's different, and you have all the tools and systems available to allow you to segment your messaging. But when you're just a solopreneur like me, I would suggest to have different offers or products that are tailored to the different stages that people are in their journey within your same target audience.
Yeah.
If you're just getting started, just start with one product, one offer, and just, the rule of the 1 5s: one problem, one target audience, 1 year, one offer, and I forgot the last one. But you should focus basically on just one thing at a time, especially during the first year. And then you can think about scaling, incorporating new products or services into your product suite.
Right.
And just to answer some questions that people are saying, yes, this will be saved in your YouTube channel if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes, you can access this on our YouTube channel. It will live on there. So if you can't watch live, or you need to pop off, or want to come back and take notes, then just check out our profile, and it'll stay on there.
Exactly, exactly. And if you ever have questions, you can always DM me. I always respond to my DMs, and I love connecting with people there. So, understanding your audience is key to growing your online business, as we've just discussed. If you don't know how they think, how they behave, how they feel, you're going to be shooting in the dark with all of your business efforts. So, the first and most important thing I would say is to listen to their feedback. And it has never been easier to access feedback from your audience, whether it is through product reviews or testimonials, through social media, comments, or DMs. Conducting social listening is key to knowing what they really want. But we talked at the beginning: focus on what they really want and need, not what you think they want and need, because it's very different. Even if what you think or what you know that they need is not what they really think they need, you have to give them what they need, and then after that you can offer them the actual solution. But I don't know if I'm making myself clear here or not. But it's something that I struggled with at the beginning. As I said, I thought that my audience wanted something. No, I knew that my audience needed something, but that's not what they really wanted. So you need to focus on what they want and then give them what they actually need. Analyzing your interaction with your brand. So you have to stay on top of all your customers' interactions across all your digital channels, but most importantly, make them feel heard and understood. And that's why I love Metricool, because it allows you to stay on top of all your social media interactions, to just be listening to their concerns, their questions, and that's going to help you to guide your business in a much better direction in 2024. And of course, keeping up with trends and behaviors. Think about behaviors back in 2020. People were glued to their phone with a lot of free time, and the trends were more on being entertained while you were at home. So we saw a lot of entertaining influencers and entertaining content, and businesses and brands were doing a lot of entertaining content, but also educational content because people had so much free time that people wanted to be educated. They were studying about, maybe becoming entrepreneurs, launching an online business. We saw a lot of people launching online businesses in 2024 and 2020. So there was a lot of focus on education and entertaining. In 2023, people have different behave differently. There's a shift in the way people consume. And this is the key to creating content that resonates with them, offering solutions to their specific problems, and building a community around your brand. So, next thing, what are some of the best tips for growing your online business in 2024? Let's cover some of the key strategies that you should be aware of. First things first, embracing innovation. Innovation keeps your business ahead of the curve, and this means experimenting with new ideas. As I said at the beginning, the online business world moves so fast that you got to try new things all the time. Otherwise, you run the risk of becoming obsolete. This is something that I experienced this year with my business. And I started experimenting with a lot of AI. I started offering a lot of products related to AI, courses about AI, and my content had a shift towards teaching online business owners how to use AI to grow their business. So I had to adapt to this. Otherwise, I was feeling like my business was kind of like falling behind. Adapting to the new technologies. Again, think of any big corporation that has not adopted AI into their business. Even our friend here, Metricool, they have incorporated an AI feature into their product to meet the demands of the current trends. So you need to be able to adapt to the latest technologies and staying open to change and evolution, because what works today might not work tomorrow, and it's probably not going to work tomorrow actually. So it's a very fast moving and competitive space where you need to be adapting constantly, but that's the fun part. That's why staying on top of trends, learning new things every single day, dedicating time to learning new skills, improving your skills is absolutely necessary if you want to keep growing your business um, in the coming years.
Right.
Second thing, building a strong personal brand. So a strong personal brand connects with customers and stands out in the market. And here are the things that you need to focus on. Creating a memorable brand identity. And your brand identity goes beyond just your fonts and colors. It's about how you make your audience feel through your values, through your messaging, through the way that you show up, through your stories, through your challenges. You need to be really open with your audience, and that's how you build a strong personal brand. It's just not about fonts and colors anymore. You need to have a consistent messaging across all platforms, ensuring that your communication, tone, style, values, and key messaging are uniform and recognizable across all your multiple channels, so that no matter who encounters your brand in any channel, they can always say, oh, this is this person or this is this brand. And of course, building trust and credibility. So this consistency across different channels with your messaging, tone, style, voice helps you establish trust, recognition, and a clear understanding of what you and your brand stand for. The next tip is to maximizing your online presence. So your online presence is your storefront, and you can enhance it by optimizing your website for user experience. Again, making sure that your website is optimized for mobile, focusing a lot on SEO, because a good SEO strategy will make your business more discoverable, and you want to be discoverable because, again, we're talking about a huge competition these days. So you want to be found, and the best way to be found is through SEO. And this applies not only to Google, but social media platforms now have incorporated SEO components into their algorithm. So you need to really understand how to position your brand and business through SEO strategies, being active and engaging on social media. Obviously, social media will always be the king when it comes to brand engagement. For me, Instagram is my favorite, and I do recommend being present in more than one so that you can reach more people in their different demographics. But again, oh, that was the other one that I was thinking of at the beginning. One channel. If you're just getting started, focus on one channel and then think about expanding. Okay, and Super important, leveraging email marketing to reach customers directly. I love email marketing because, as I'm saying here, you can reach your customers directly in their inbox. This is like the most intimate space that you can have a connection uh, with your audience, and you don't compete with any algorithms. You just need to really to be good at copywriting, email marketing, and in order to like have your emails opened and read. But if you manage to do this, your conversion rates will boost because email marketing has the highest conversion rate among all the digital channels.
I think email marketing is a great place to experiment with as well. Um, when you talked about experimenting, I think a lot of people get nervous about this. They don't want to, have something flop or, but I think experimenting is what's going to help you grow and help you measure. If you keep doing the same actions, then you can't measure your growth and you can't see. So I think email marketing is a great place to experiment, try different copies, try different, links, segmenting. I think those are email marketing is a great place to have kind of the trial and error.
Yeah, exactly. We were talking about segmenting your messaging for your different for the different people within your audience, and email marketing is probably one of the easiest ways to segment your messaging. Like social media, with social media, you reach the people that you reach that are, active there. But with email, you can segment your audience based on their behaviors, which increases the open rate, which increases conversions, which increases the deliverability of your messaging as well. So yeah, email marketing is great. And I liked something that you mentioned, Aniston, about being afraid of, like your emails flopping. And this is something that you need to be ready for. Things are gonna flop, you're gonna fail. In my career, I've had more failures than successes, but I don't see them as failures. They're always lessons, they're always lessons. And if this didn't work, well, you learn something new and you move on to the next thing, right? Until you finally found the thing, finally find the thing that sticks. But don't be afraid to experiment because of the fear of failure, because you will fail. You will fail multiple times, and don't be afraid of it. That doesn't make you a failure. That
Right.
just makes you someone who's trying hard, and you're still, showing up, you're still putting yourself out there. So that is the real definition of success, not when you achieve something. So that's a very important, like a mindset reminder over here.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. So back to this, diversifying your revenue streams. I will never get tired of repeating, and this is something I tell my students. The key to growing your online business is to diversify your revenue streams. Not during your first year, again, but if you've been in the business for longer, think about expanding your product suite, like adding new products and services. You can also explore the different markets and niches, just like I did this year. I started exploring with artificial intelligence for online business and for content creation, and offering online courses and webinars. These are my two favorite ways of adding extra revenue to my business. Courses are extremely profitable, and people love events, and webinars like this are events and people love these. So these are great ways of incorporating or adding extra revenue to your business. When we talk about new products as well, I don't want you to be creating new things all the time. Like, take what you have. If you work, I don't know, if you've created some kind of template where you track your progress, or your client's progress, or where you track your analytics, or something that they use on on a daily basis, you can turn this into a digital product and sell it. you know you can turn your expertise into a digital course and sell it, or into a webinar and sell it. So when it comes to expanding your revenue streams, the sky is the limit. But don't think that you need to work harder for that. Think smarter, work smarter, and use what you already have in your business. Just got an email from Yul while we talk about email marketing.
That's what
Amazing, yeah.
I hope that it was a good email.
I'm
So
sure
I
it was.
probably wrote it.
If it was written by you, it was great for sure. Then building partnerships and networks. This is key to succeeding in 2024. Again, we're talking about living in a time where there's so much competition. So instead of seeing all these people or all these businesses as competition, why not seeing them as potential partners and collaborators. They can help you propel your growth, and they provide opportunities for collaborations. In my industry, I cannot tell you how many people have partnered, like social media coaches or marketers together, and they launch products or services or offers together, and they're a great success. You're like doubling your reach, doubling your impact. You're adding new customers to your database, and then you can offer shared resources and knowledge. So in my case, I do collaborate a lot with industry peers on Instagram, and this has brought not only a lot of eyeballs into my brand, but people who've actually converted into customers. So that's great. Like collaborating with someone else might bring customers with another business, might bring customers to your business. Because at the end of the day, and you might think, but why if you both do the same thing, why do you think I'm gonna get customers from them? Well, at the end of the day, it's about your personal brand. And even if someone's, following someone else on Instagram, let's take this example. If you're following someone else on Instagram and you see this person partner and do a collaboration with another person, and then you start following that other person and you really resonate with their personality and with their values and with their brand, you're more likely going to become their customer and not the original person you were following. So it's all about connections and network. Another cheesy saying, your network is your net worth, but it's true. So now we're going to be moving on to online selling strategies for 2024. How can you increase your online sales? If you if you offer, if you sell online, basically, and I am assuming that all of you in this webinar have things that you sell online. You have an online store, you sell digital products, or you offer online services. So, the first thing you need to really focus on selling in 2024 should have a mobile first approach. So, more consumers are shopping on mobile devices than ever before. And optimizing for mobile means ensuring that your website is responsive and mobile friendly. Actually, if I were you, if I'm working on a new offer and I'm working on the website, I would start by creating the mobile version first, and then adapting it to web, because again, we're glued to our phones all the time. We receive all the marketing communications in our phones, whether that is through an email or social media. So we tap on links and we go to online stores in our phone most of the times. I would say more than 90% of the times. So should be your biggest approach when it comes to creating your online store, making sure that that your navigation is simplified for smaller screens, and that you have fast loading times for a better mobile experience. Otherwise, you'll lose the customer. You'll lose the person that's interested in what you're offering. The next thing, you have to streamline your checkout process. So you have to minimize the number of steps to complete a purchase. So we are seeing a lot of trends now that where there's only like a one checkout page. So if you're sending traffic from your email or from your social media, the less steps that there are, the fewer steps that there are, the more likely the person will convert. So focus on one page checkout. And there's a lot of tools that allow you to do this, like Stan Store, for example. If you haven't heard about Stan Store, it's like a link in bio tool that allows you to buy directly from the link in bio, so you don't have to leave. You click on the link in bio from that person, and you don't have to leave that place. You can purchase there, which minimizes steps and increases conversions. Samcart, which is the tool that I use, allows this as well. You should also offer multiple payment options, especially for a higher priced products. The more options that the more payment options that you offer, the more likely that you can get people into buying your offers. Nowadays, there's a lot of tools like Klarna, Pay Now, that allow people to pay in different like offer choose different payment plans, but you, as the creator, as the business owner, you receive the whole amount right away. So it's kind of like financing through a third party, which is great. And also making sure that there's security and trust during your payment, because you need to be always transmitting this trust to the person that is willing to buy from you. Now let's talk about boosting the customer value. How can you increase the value of each purchase? And we're going to be looking at three key strategies for this. The first one is order bumps, which is basically in the one checkout page. we're talking about one checkout page. At the end of the checkout, you have a little tick where you offer something that is related to that product or offer, and it just increases the value of the purchase. So uh, WH law boots not suits. The processor are called Klarna. Actually, can I type in the chat here?
Yes, I believe so.
Let
We
me
can
see if I have
also
private
do
chat. No, uh, I'm only seeing the private chat here, and I don't see where can I type.
maybe.
I'll type it in the private chat. It's Klarna, Klarna, and the other one is I think Pay Now, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't remember that one. But Klarna for sure allows that, and it's incorporated into PayPal. It can be incorporated into Stripe as well. So yes, order bumps are a great way to adding like that extra revenue at the end of the purchase. But then we also have upsells, which means that once the person has completed the purchase, you upsell something that again has to be related to that purchase, that it's going to complement that purchase. Usually the upsells can be a little bit the price point can be a little bit higher. And then we also have downsell. So if that person says, "Oh, you know what, this is too much for me," then you can also offer a downsell, which would be like a low ticket offer that that they're gonna be like 100% in for this. So provide a lower cost options if customers hesitate. So order bumps, upsells, and downsells. You should always have these in the checkouts of your purchases to increase the customer value. And you can imagine how these have helped me increase my sales because it's like a flow when they're buying. They're in the flow, and then they just get these, and they're like, okay, I'll get it. It's like a no. They should be like no brainer offers. Oh, so it's Pay Now, right? Pay Now app. Yes, I wasn't wrong. Right. So now let's talk about social media, leveraging social media for business growth. In my opinion, social media is the most cost effective way of growing an online business. It's exactly how I've grown my online business without needing a website, without needing ads, without needing fancy funnels. If you're just starting, you should just focus on one social media platform, as I said before, where you'll grow your audience, a strong community, and then you can also be present in other channels if you repurpose your content. But just know that your main channel, where your main community is where you're going to be putting all your efforts. You can expand your reach by posting this in other channels, and you could be reaching other people there as well. But it's not going to be like your main focus. So choosing the right channels for your business. You have to evaluate the pros and cons of each channel, align these channels with your brand goals, with your target audience, and with your content format preferences. So we're gonna be seeing a really quick review of each social media network, and also I want you guys in the audience to let me know which one is your main social media channel and which channel are you thinking about expanding into 2024. So Pinterest is somehow overlooked, but it's so powerful for online business growth because people spend a lot of time on Pinterest looking for things. It's a great SEO platform. So if you have SEO optimized pin ideas now, you can be discovered and you can actually sell things from Pinterest. So Pinterest is great for showcasing your brand. People are always looking for inspiration, for ideas, for products, then generating traffic. It has a huge traffic component. It brings a lot of traffic to your websites, to your blogs, or to your other channels. And as I said, it can help with product sales. I see that Deanne Thomas says that Instagram is her main, Pinterest is her next adventure. Well done. Pinterest should be all our next adventure. I'm on Pinterest, but I'm not so consistent there. But this year, 2024, I'm going to be focusing a lot on Pinterest. Favorite TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn, not so much on Instagram or Pinterest. Interesting. Most people I know are always like focalized on Instagram, but it's good to see that other people are utilizing other tools. LinkedIn is really great as well. So we also have YouTube, which is great for showcasing tutorials. It's also great for brand engagement. Like if you're able to build a strong community there, you'll have like real diehard fans there. So Again, it's another great tool to showcasing your expertise and for monetization. Not only monetization through the through YouTube, but also through selling and offering your products on Pinterest on YouTube. Then we've got TikTok. TikTok for me is more about brand awareness. It's like the top of the funnel. However, I know a lot of business owners who monetize really well through TikTok, but I use it as I just want to be on TikTok and post as much content as I can to reach as much people as I can. And then use that as a funnel to drive people to either my Instagram page or my blog or my YouTube. Then we've got Instagram. Instagram for me is the best tool for content creators and business owners looking to monetize. It's the best tool to build a community because it has a lot of components. The DMs, the broadcast channels, the commenting features, the stories. These are great ways of building community. It also works as a portfolio showcase. No matter what type of business you are, you can showcase your offers, you can share your expertise, your knowledge, you can position your brand as the go to in your industry. And again, it's really great for monetization. Um, and all the features that it has: Instagram lives, feed content, highlights, pin posts, stories, DMs. You can monetize, you can sell through all of these features. So it brings more opportunities for people to monetize. Then we've got Facebook. For me, Facebook is really powerful, but when it comes to groups, because you can build niche communities, and these niche communities can be monetized. I know a lot of huge entrepreneurs who have massive Facebook groups, and they make all their revenue through Facebook groups. Obviously, the great thing about Facebook is that you can share links, so you can share links to your sales pages, to your products, and so on. But say Facebook also works as a great funnel to bring those people in your private groups, or in they don't have to be private groups, just groups, into your email list. And then when they're in your email list, you can nurture them and convert them into customers. And then we've also got LinkedIn, which is great for expert positioning. Anyone that is in LinkedIn is always looking for networking, connecting, and it's also a great source of lead generation. So we've covered the main social media tools. I'm letting Twitter out and Threads out,
Mhm.
but these are also great tools. I just don't focus on these. So now let's take a look at understanding this social media funnels. And it's a model that outlines basically the customer journey on social media from the initial awareness, from when they discover your brand for the first time, when then they become fans of your brand, and then they become customers of your brand. So we're going to be seeing the different stages that and what type of actions you should be taking in each different stage to take this person down this funnel or their customer journey. So this is basically the social media funnel. We have the first stage, which is awareness. We have consideration, action, engagement, and advocacy. That I had to leave it out here because it couldn't fit in this small triangle. So awareness, it's where you capture the attention and you make a memorable impression, a memorable first impression. So you do this through content that introduces your brand. So focus a lot on storytelling content, sharing, for example, in my experience, I'm a personal brand, so I talk a lot about my challenges, my triumphs, my story, my journey. Every business and every brand has a story to tell. So focus a lot on this, and that's how you raise awareness around your brand. Again, collaborations are a fantastic way of getting getting more visibility, bringing more people into your brand. Trends, following trends on social media, and trend jacking is a great way of creating brand awareness. In case you don't know what trend jacking is, it's basically taking actual world trends. So let's talk about one that happened recently, the Barbie movie. And if you start creating content about the Barbie movie, you're jacking this trend and you're gonna get more visibility because a lot of people are talking about this. So it's a great way of getting brand awareness. And then really depends on which tool we're talking about, but hashtags, keywords, recommendations are a great way of getting more visibility and getting people into your world for the first time.
Mhm.
Moving on to consideration. This is where you nurture your audience to earn their trust to stay top of the mind so that your audience starts considering your brand as the solution. So for this stage, you're going to focus on nurture content, so content that nurtures your audience. This could be educational content, relatable content, inspirational content, motivational content, all of these types of content that are always nurturing your community and letting them know about more about you, making you seem, well, not seem, because I know you're all experts, to look as the experts that you are. Um, Also showcasing social proof of your products and your offers. And another great way of like moving people down the funnel is by offering freebies, lead magnets, and taking your audience to your email list. Moving on to the action part. This is where your audience is ready to make a purchase decision. So in this section, you're going to focus mostly on sales focused content with clear call to actions. Okay. So sales focused content are problem aware content, solution aware content, transformational content, and a lot of case studies where you show the results that your customers, clients, students have had, or just how your products have changed their lives or improved their lives in a positive way, and so on. For this section as well, for this part of the funnel, you're going to be using platform specific tools or what's the word I'm looking for? Like formats. So on Instagram, we have Instagram stories and lives, which are the best ways to sell on Instagram. But each tool has its own like way of selling better. And then selling to your email list. Once you have people jumping into your email list, obviously you need to nurture them over time, send them weekly or bi-weekly emails, and then you can sell there as well. As I said before, email has such a high conversion rate that you cannot ignore it. Yes, as Brown Eyed Natural says, email lists are so important because you own that audience. That's the only audience that you own all along in the online world, your email, right? So you like having an email is a non-negotiable, having an email list. And then live webinars. Live webinars are also great for conversions. So this is a free webinar, but a lot of people do webinars where they educate their audience on a specific topic, where they, provide a lot of value. And then at the end of the webinar, they pitch their offer, product, or service. And webinars have a very, very high conversion rate as well. So don't ignore webinars. And because as I said before, people love live events. So even if they don't buy from you, they join your webinar, they learn something new, and then you become like they move you up the pedestal a little bit when you offer so much value for free. And then in the future, they might become customers. Then we have the engagement stage. So once you turn your audience into customers, you must maintain a relationship with them, because it's much easier to uh, have one customer and make it a repeat customer than acquiring a new customer. So really, you should focus a lot of your efforts on retaining those customers that you already have. So and you can do this by encouraging customers to share their experiences and feedback. And then you can showcase this to your audience in your different channels, responding actively to comments, messages, and mentions, and creating content that fosters community and conversation. And the last stage is the advocacy. So it's when you turn loyal customers into brand advocates, like die-hard fans, right? And then you can do this by creating referral or loyalty programs, affiliate programs, recognizing and showcasing them to your community. So maybe you can like do a live interview with one of your customers and talk about their success with your product or with your offer. And you can also offer them special deals on other products or offers that you have so that they remain loyal to you, right? And as I said, you should always aim to increasing the customer lifetime value, and you can do this by offering all of these things. I just finished one of my. I have an AI course for content creation, and we just finished with the first cohort, and they loved it so much that they were like, "Juan, we really want to help you promote your course the next time you launch it." So I'm going to be creating an affiliate link for them so that they can share it with their communities, and obviously they're going to be getting a cut from the people that join my program. So this is a great way of keeping your fans with you and also helping them earn money with you, which is fantastic, right? And last but not least, we're going to be looking at the must have tools for your business. I'm going to be sharing my go to tools, the tools that I use in my business every day. This doesn't mean that these are the tools that you should be using. I'm just talking from my own experience. These are the tools that work for me, that have helped me automate things in my business and scale my business. So, essential tools for success. So, project management, I use ClickUp. I love ClickUp. I love how easy it is to use, how intuitive it is. But again, you have other tools like Asana, Trello, Notion, and so on. For financial management, I use Samcart. This is where I host all my payments and where I can get all the invoices for my students. I work mostly with students, so I don't have like clients per se where I need to be sending them invoices. So I manage all my sales through Samcart. But there are tools like Honeybooks where you can manage all your customer invoices. You can send invoices out, and then you can even know when they've received them, when and get the invoice paid through that system. There's also Quaderno. So there's a lot of tools out there. I just use Soundcard because it works best for my business model. And then for CRM, you have tools like Hootsuite or HubSpot. Then for marketing analytics, website insights, always go for Google Analytics. Social media management, Metricool is my favorite. And I love that Metricool as well also allows you to measure analytics from your blog and your websites, and not only social media, and from your ads. So it's like you have all your channels connected in one dashboard, which makes it really, really easy and comfortable. For email marketing, I use Flowdesk. Uh, my favorite tool for email is really easy to use, is very intuitive, and it helps you create. It's like a Canva for email. It's like drag and drop and just very, very simple. And then for website and blog, I use Wix. But again, there are a lot of tools like Squarespace, there's WordPress, etc. Automating, so important. If you're looking to scale your business, you need to start thinking about automating tasks. Okay. So for automating tasks and processes, I use Zapier. Zapier is a tool that allows you to connect different tools and automate processes. So let's say that someone, I don't know, I'll show you, I'll tell you how mine works. So someone buys my product on Samcart. So they pay in Samcart. So Zapier sends an automation to Flowdesk so that this person is added to my email list so that they get the email related to that offer because the email is hosted in Flowdesk. And then this also sends an automation to Uscreen, which is where I host my membership, so that they are given access to Uscreen. This would take me a lot of time to do it manually, so I just automate it with Zapier. Then customer service and chatbots. I use Loom Suite, and you probably heard this a lot on on Instagram. There's tools like ManyChat, where you basically can automate all your conversations and your DM conversations, which helps you increase engagement and conversions. And then for automating content creation, I use ChatGPT Plus, where I have a system created that allows me to turn blog posts into social media posts into video scripts just with a couple of clicks with the right prompts, of course, and it just helps me save so much time. And then for monetizing your content for digital products, as I said, I have Samcart, but Stan Store is also a great way to offer digital products. You don't need a website; you just host your products there. People buy them, and it's super easy. For membership and community, I use Uscreen. And then for coaching, if you offer coaching services, Kajabi is a great option. And we are done. I hope that this was really helpful for all of you. And if you have questions, let's get started. We have a few minutes to answer questions. So throw them in.
Amazing.
Oh,
Thank you.
so we have Nuna Communication. Is it worth to upgrade to ChatGPT Plus? In my opinion, yes, it is. Not only it helps you present information in a much more organized manner, when you like prompt something and then it shows you the information more organized. And for me, that I'm a visual person, that's much easier to read, to understand. But it also has extra functionalities. You can create images, you can create your own GPT, which is kind of like making your own version of a bot, of an AI bot that is educated on all about your business. So that's a great thing as well. And it's only $20 per month. So It's not a huge investment, but it does provide you with better information. It has access to the internet and so on.
So yeah, for some of you that might not be super familiar with Metricool, with our platform, Juan kind of mentioned it, but social media management sides, you can connect all of your social media platforms, schedule content, auto-publish content, and then we have an analytics side, so dive deep into your content's performance. You can create and download reports, send those to your clients or team members. We have also, thanks to our client and our customers' feedback, we've introduced some new features. We recently launched a content approval system. So I know this was a huge requested feature more on the agency side. So you can utilize that, and we'll link a blog to the content approval system. But also, as Juan mentioned, some of the integrations. Metricool actually has an integration to Zapier and to Google Looker Studio. So if you want to connect those integrations with Metricool, you can do that as well.
And something that I love is the AI text generator. I use it all the time for my shorts, TikToks. So I work with a VA, and obviously I create long form videos. So I create a YouTube video, and then I she helps me convert that into short videos. But obviously each short video has to have a caption, and if I need to write captions for every short video, it's gonna make me go crazy. So she uses the AI text generator to create captions for shorts, for TikToks, for LinkedIn posts. So it's really really helpful if you're creating a lot of content at the same time. Also, so we have a lot of questions, but before answering them, I do want to remind people that there's a free gift. So I have this, I'm sharing with you 4 content prompts that you can use to create content next week. These are very detailed for any industry, and they come with caption templates, with script templates, with design templates, so that you can create content in just a few minutes. And also, I'm sharing that Instagram Reels trend report. So I'm sharing with you 7 trending audio that are currently trending that you can use to create reels for next week. And these include tips and ideas on how you can use this audio and hooks that you can use to with this audio as well. So the team from Metricool are going to be sharing the link in the chat. If you want to grab it, it's completely free. People have loved it so far because it helps them save so much time. And I'm sure this is going to be as well in the description of the video. So let me go back to the questions. Um,
Yes.
with the software stacks just described, how scalable is the cost of all systems to get started? That's a great question. So let's go back to some of the tools. Okay, ClickUp is about I think it's $40 per year, but there's a free version. I pay because I have I have a VA and we work together on ClickUp. But if you want to use the free version, that's free. Samcart is that one is a little bit pricey, but StanStore, for example, is only $29 if you want to host your products there. I'm not sure about Honeybooks or Quaderno, where you can create invoices. But you know what? You can also create invoices manually if you're just getting started. If you don't have a high volume of clients, you don't need these tools yet. Then for CRM, HubSpot has a free version as well, so you can get started with that. Google Analytics is free for website insights. Metricool has a free version as well, so you can get started with Metricool for free. Flowdesk is only 20 it's 29, no, that's Flowdesk I think is like $19 per month, so it's not bad at all. And you have the thing I love about Flowdesk for email marketing is that you have unlimited emails, unlimited contacts. Most email marketing tools, the more emails that you send and the more contacts that you have, the more you pay. With this one, you pay a fixed price. Wix is free as well. I have like the premium version, and I only pay $22 per month. Then automating tasks and processes with Zapier. Zapier is free, but the more tasks and automations that you create, yeah, so it's free until a specific number of automations and processes. After that, you have to start paying. But I think I pay like $130 per month, per year, sorry. Loom Suite is only, so for chatbot marketing on Instagram is only $20 per month. And you get unlimited messages and unlimited contacts, because again, with other tools like ManyChat, the more messages and the more contacts that you get, the more you pay. ChatGPT Plus is $20 per month. Then for digital products, Stand Store is $29 per month. Uscreen, which is for hosting memberships and private communities, but not a lot of people have memberships. But this is only $29 per month. And then Kajabi, it is a bit pricey. It starts at 149 if you're offering coaching. But again, if you're starting with coaching, you can just send them like Google Meet links or Zoom links and manage all the coaching on your own. So I hope that answers your question, Anna. Then Juan,
Mhm.
how is the best way to establish a how is it? Sorry, I lost the message, the comment. A stage for the strategy funnel. If I'm in an awareness, I can go to action directly. I'm not sure I understand this question. Are you talking about your audience? Because your audience is always going to be, they're all going to be at different stages. So in your marketing goals, in your content goals, you should always be tackling people in the different stages. That's why it's so important that you create content for the awareness stage, you create content for the decision stage, and you create content for the advocacy stage. So you should always be tackling all of the different stages in the customer journey, not just focusing on one. I'm not sure if that answers your question or not. If not, just let me know in the chat and we can talk about it. How do you feel about collaborating with influencer? Either are they worth their money? I don't know, Aniston. What do you say? Are they worth their money? That's a funny question because I don't consider myself an influencer, but I do work with brands. And remember when we talked about adding extra income into your business, as personal brands entrepreneurs, you can and you should look for brands to partner with. It helps you build more trust, expertise, and for the brand size, from the brand side, it's always great to have someone that has a strong community, that's trusted by their community, that's seen as an expert to talk about your products and services in a more organic way. People will always trust more people. And again, if you're working with an influencer that has a like diehard fans and they love everything this person do, then they're more likely to listen to their recommendations rather than just this coming directly from the brand. What would you say about this, Aniston?
Yeah, I think it really takes finding the right influencer and creating a strong relationship and communicating with the influencer of what they need and providing them resources, and then ensuring that what your brand provides really aligns with whoever you're working with. So for us, we always make sure that whoever we're working with feels comfortable with the tool, that they enjoy the tool, that it's actually helping them, so that when they promote it with their community, it's an authentic promotion, and rather than something that's inauthentic, that's just kind of for money, more or less. And it allows us to create content like this and have further collaborations down the road. And even if they're not technically an influencer with us later, then we can still create content or host different events together. So
Just like this one.
exactly. So I think it's worth it.
It's worth it. Yeah, absolutely. Kathy Romero says, "Is there an AI tool that responds to your Instagram feed content?"
Interesting.
In what way do you mean response? Like analyzes your feed content or helps you create content for Instagram? Kavi, if you're still in the audience, can you specify what you mean by this? Um, I do. So this is like a small promotion here. I do have an AI guide where I teach you how to create content for your Instagram channels, for your carousels, reel scripts, captions, and Instagram story sequences. Uh, by the process of creating a customer avatar with ChatGPT, seeing what, like where we talked about at the beginning, like knowing what your audience wants, what how they feel, how they think. So tapping into all of these insights and using these insights to create hyper targeted content. So I do have a guide about this. It's called the AI guide, the AI powered guide for IG content mastery. If you're interested, just go to my Instagram and it's not in my link in bio now, but you can DM me AI guide and I'll tell you more information about it. But if you're in the audience, please specify and then we'll get to your question. So Ivy Thompson says, I have noticed when you trying to use trending audio on Instagram, you have to post the reel live or directly in the app to get the trending part to apply. Is there a way to automate this? So unfortunately, there is no way to automate this. What I do when I do with Metricool is that I create the reel without the audio. So I have the audio saved in my gallery, but then I create the reel, I schedule it, and I post it. I put it to post as so I toggle off the auto schedule, so it sends me the video with the caption to my phone, and then I just add the audio at the end. Um, but this would be a great feature as well for the Metrical team if they could find a way of like letting people add trending audios from the within the platform. That would be really helpful for sure.
Yeah, this is a question that we get asked. It's probably one of our most asked questions, and if we could if we could apply it today, we would. Unfortunately, it's a API issue that we run in with Instagram. So we are working on it, and as soon as we get it, then we are going to be implementing it and sharing it with all of you. So make sure to stay tuned with that. But we're really hoping that hopefully in 2024, Instagram can open up their API to add trending sounds.
Fingers crossed. Fingers
Yes.
crossed. Brown Eyed Natural says, FYI for everyone, Canva has a new AI feature that has very powerful tools as well. Not sure if that's available on their free plan though. Yes, they have a great AI. They have new AI features. I'm not sure if they're available in the free plan either, but they do help you save a lot of time when it comes to creating your content on Canva.
We also did a masterclass a Canva with Canva. So if you want to look back at that, we dive into their AI Magic Studio. So you can watch that on our YouTube channel.
Exactly. So Caddy Romero, she specifying her question. So if there's a AI tool that responds to your Instagram feed comments after you have posted, I currently work with a VA to engage and respond to comments. So there are bots that allow you to do this, but they're probably not authorized by Instagram, so your account might get flagged. What you can do with tools like ManyChat or Loom Suite, which is the one that I use. There's also another one called Customers.ai. It allows you to automate conversations in the DMs. So you've probably seen a lot of creators doing this lately, where they tell you to comment or DM you a specific keyword. And if you comment that keyword in their post, you get a link sent to your DMs, so that's automated, and you can automate other sorts of conversations like that, and those are authorized by Instagram. So that's the only thing I would recommend. But the engagement, I would suggest you keep it like real and human. Otherwise, first, people could notice and they could see your brand as this genuine, and then Instagram might flag it as because it breaks their guidelines.
Mhm.
um, so I think we've covered all the questions. If there's no more questions, we can wrap this up. But if you
Yes.
do have questions, just drop them in the chat. Again, make sure to grab your free resource. These are 4 content prompts, very specific and detailed. Literally, you just have to take those, adapt them to your industry, to your niche or market, and post them. And these are created with the goal of converting your audience into customers, or making growing your community, strengthening these relationships, or growing your expertise. So there's 4 prompts that are very detailed with goal oriented, with the scripts, with the caption templates, design templates, and 7 trending audio that are currently trending this week, with tips, ideas, and hooks so that you can use them on your reels.
Amazing. Before we leave, I'm going to share another little freebie. So you can use code Creator Academy. And if you want to try any of Metricool's premium plans, you can try these 30 days for free. So a premium plan unlocks some amazing advanced features like reporting, our content approval system, you know, more AI text generating usages, LinkedIn connection, some pretty powerful stuff. So make sure to try that out, play around with it. And of course, you can always utilize our free platform for life. We have a completely free platform that we really encourage everyone to test around. So thank you so much, Juan, for empowering us, for giving so much awesome insight for everyone
My
to scale their
pleasure. My
businesses in
pleasure. I hope that
2024.
everyone is ready to scale and boost their online business in 2024. Let's make this our best year yet.
Yes. And for anyone who wants to join another one of our master classes, we actually have one tomorrow presenting our 2023 social media network study. So this has been our biggest study ever. And it's going to have some major insights, data, and takeaways for trends across all social media platforms for 2024. So tune in tomorrow, and
And we'll
2024 is going to be a
amazing.
year.
Exactly. And I'll see you on Instagram or YouTube or elsewhere. And I'm sure we'll have another masterclass coming soon. So stay tuned.
Yes. Have a good day, everyone. Happy holidays. We'll see
Happy
you soon.
holidays.